Hey guys, welcome back to new to homesteading.
Mhm.
My name is Ray.
Hi guys, my name is Dora. You know how long it took them last time to say our last channel? Now it's going to take them that long to get used to the new channel.
Yes.
But thank you guys for joining us. Today is Wednesday, December 10th, 2025. And the weather is kind of funny.
And to me,
Like hot,
yeah,
cold, cold, hot.
I wish it would decide what it wants to do, right?
Yes, something like that.
So, guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here. Give us a thumbs up, share this video, subscribe to our new to homesteading YouTube channel and our Facebook. We do share some posts on Facebook. On our YouTube channel, we do have to do a little bit better, especially on our, what do you call that? It's not Twitter, it's X now, or what is it?
Yes. X.
X.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I was waiting for Dora to say whichever one it is
I did,
because
I
she's the
said
one
X.
that actually.
I did say X.
I don't really get on any of those. It's just I don't have that time. Like some people have a lot of time to get on social media and just be on there for hours. I don't have that time. I wouldn't say I wish I did because I really don't want that. Because then that shows that I really don't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
I know that probably hurts some people's feelings, but that is true. You have to be productive with your time, especially in these times. You see things that are coming. If you're not aware, if you're not paying attention, let me go ahead and get this out there. Yes, God will provide. And absolutely, I believe that God will provide. But here's a big but about that. God never said for us to sit down and do nothing and wait and say, okay, God, I'm going to wait here. I'm going to wait for you to provide. I'm not going to do anything.
Right.
I'm not going to turn on the lights. I'm not going to eat because I'm going to expect you to feed me. I'm going to expect that you turn on the lights for me. I'm going to sit here. I'm not going to get a job. So I expect you to give me food. I mean, do you know anybody that operates that way? Do you know anyone that sits down and says, you know what? I'm not even going to get up and brush my teeth because God's going to do it. But yet, that is how some people think. I'm not going to prepare. I see things that are happening. I'm not going to stock up on food. I'm not going to purchase probably silver and gold because money's not going to be any good. I'm not going to prepare my household because no, I believe God's going to provide. Do you know anybody that actually operates like, I'm just going to sit down and do nothing? I don't know anyone like that. So then why is it that when you try to tell someone it's time to prepare because things are about to change and they're like, nope, 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 God's going to provide.
Yeah, they don't want to hear it. And that's what they give you. God's going to provide. Well, yeah, he always provides. He provides for us daily. But there's the but again. We have to do our part.
Mm-hmm.
We have to. He doesn't,
Yeah.
he doesn't just, give it to you like as in you sitting down and just not doing nothing and think things are going to get done.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not how that works.
But I think the two number one issues that people immediately use that is one, fear, two, laziness. Those two. Maybe a third one. They don't know what to do. That may be possible. But number one is fear, because if they have to acknowledge that things are changing and getting out of control, that will bring fear to people. Number two is for them to actually take action. Some people are just plain lazy and don't want to take any action. They think that someone else is going to do it for them. Let me give you a fair, strong warning. Government's not coming to help you.
Mhm.
And the church that people think that these church buildings, they're not going to help you either. Have you not noticed that those $1 million buildings where they have millions of dollars coming in, have you actually seen where all that money goes? Have you seen it? Okay. Well, I don't want to get into all that because that's not part of the predictions, but I'm gonna leave that for another one. I'm gonna get off that because about to go on a big rabbit trail. When it has to be said, look, if you're counting on someone to come and help you, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening, an awful rude awakening. Go back to the Great Depression. They're talking about this one's going to be a greater depression. Go back to the Great Depression and go back into history. And if you still have family members or friends, people that you know that lived through the Great Depression, and ask them, was the government there? And was the church buildings there to help them? Ask them those two. And you can come back and talk to me and tell me how that went. But I'm going to go ahead and leave that there for right now. So, predictions for 2026. Do you know that there's that, it's called World Ahead Economists? They put out what they believe that's going to happen the following year before it happens. Do we all in agreement come to a conclusion that these fortune tellers and these prophetess and prophets and so on can't tell you what the future holds?
Right.
So is it possible that this is a plan every year that they're telling you that is going to happen? Okay. It's a plan to bring America down. Have you been paying attention? Are you seeing what's going on? Do you see how foreclosures are on the rise? Do you see people are struggling to purchase even their necessities? The credit cards are way high, that they're maxed out because people are actually living on credit cards.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can see and you can tell also, on as we're out and about, looking at stuff and just doing, your average stuff. You can see that there are people that they're not shopping right now, or what was that deal that you showed us about the online shopping, that it was
all credit card debt. So let me show you two articles before we get into this last article. If you can show me number 3, and I want you to see where we're at, the type of people that are out there. It's pretty ugly. Okay. Today, and I'll tell you what happened in Odessa, Texas after this article. So as you see right here, one buyer reportedly tanned human skin to make leather. 9 have pleaded guilty since the case was first brought. These are human remains, trafficking human remains. What type of people are trafficking body parts? Just think of that.
Yeah.
You don't know who you're talking to when you're talking to somebody, whether it's at the store, at your coworkers, even in church buildings. I know that is the most difficult thing for people to believe, that there are bad people inside church buildings. Are there rude people? Absolutely. Everybody has seen that, right? We've seen rude people in the church buildings. I sometimes may have been that rude person because somebody asked me my business and I tell them it's none of your business. And Dora can tell you that. But I'm just telling you, look at this. This is human remains. How can you walk around with a human body part or parts to sell them? I mean, doesn't that remind you of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Leatherface, when they're talking about that skin part, right? That he put the face on himself. Let me show you another one. Number two, let me give me number two. And I'm going to share this article. And the reason I'm going to share this article, if we can go to this article and then we can go through the comments. And I want you to see how ugly people are, and they don't believe in God, at least God of the Bible. They may believe in other gods, but just look at the right here. A man called Noah has gone viral after building several arks that he said will be finished ahead of apparent flooding of the earth on Christmas Day. Okay. Are there people out there that think that they're hearing God and doing something like this? Possibly. Is there going to be another flood like this? Absolutely not, because God said it's not going to happen.
Right.
But if you can go through, can you pull up the comments on there? See if we can pull up some comments. And I want you're going to read some of these comments, and you're going to see how some of these people are. Everyone laughed at Noah as well until it began to rain. Well, of course, that's one person, but in other news, Adam and Eve split up. You see how they're joking around? Maybe this is why the aliens are arriving mid-December from the strange object. Okay, can this man be contacted and asked not to include 2 mosquitoes when he invites the animals to come in on board, as you can see? So when Noah built the original ark, we must have had climate change back then. He's not going to get 2 of everything in that. And the next guest of the Liz Truss show is, do you see all the comments that people don't believe that actually existed, that it did happen? I went to further down, and I did see some uglier comments. Of course, some people just cussing up a storm in there. Some saying that Jesus is just a story, and so on, other types of comments. Okay, so let's get back to over here what we're going to discuss, the 2026. And I'll share that article here in a second. So this is how ugly the world is getting. In Odessa, Texas today, a 15-year-old boy, a 15-year-old girl broke up with a 15-year-old boy. When I was a kid, I remember if you broke up with a girl, it wasn't the end of the world. It might have felt like the end of the world, but for some people, I guess it did. It was just a breakup, right? You move on. You're kids.
You get another girl.
You get another girlfriend. You see, Dora's next week. Wow, that fast?
Might as well.
I was thinking maybe a little bit longer, but that was actually the next day or two. So
yeah.
You're just kids, right? Okay. What did this 15-year-old boy do? He said after school, he decided after school he was going to go to his ex-girlfriend's house now. So he shows up to the ex-girlfriend's house, finds the mother there, finds the 13-year-old sister there, and finds I believe it was a 7 or 9-year-old boy there. He kills all 3 of them.
Wow.
He shoots all 3 of them. He didn't find his ex-girlfriend in there. She wasn't home yet. Think about that. She didn't have a dad, so it was just the mother and the 2 siblings, and she's on her own now. And we are in a holiday, even though it's just a holiday. I'm just putting that out there. That's the least of things, but think of that. She's not going to be thinking like Christmas like everyone else. This is a tragedy for her that she lost her brother and her sister and her mother because she broke up with that boy. Just think of that. What is going on with kids nowadays? Never in my mind would that have crossed my mind at 15, even now, to do that. But at 15,
especially at 15,
to think that
that way, just like, it's so, there is no way of saying, oh, well, that you're just having an innocent crush or an innocent love. There is nothing innocent about that anymore because of the actions that these kids are taking. Mm-hmm. Because that's why, we say, what did we do, at, 13, 14 years old, when you broke up with someone? Well, you found somebody the next day, or found somebody 2 days or a week later. I mean, that was that simple. Yeah, you crushed on this person or you liked them, but that's as far as it went. Now that is not, it does not exist anymore.
Yeah, the thinking has changed.
Mhm.
So let me show you what the world ahead of 2026. Now, I really want you to look at this stuff, and I'm going to pull it up on the iPad so I can see. Oh, yes, Merry Christmas to you also. So thank you. Let me pull this up. I'm sorry, sometimes I just don't look at comments, but I do appreciate that. So if we can pull up that picture, and I want you to see this for yourself. What happened?
I was gonna say you tapped on it, that's why. Instead of just making it bigger.
Okay, so as you see this picture, and this is what they put on here, and this is the prediction for 2026. So you can also see how they put an arrow right by the shipping containers. What are they talking about on the shipping containers? Just look at all this, and they're putting all this out there for people to see. As you can see, the shipping containers, we know that that's goods being brought in from other countries, transportation of our goods to other countries, and so on. You see tanks. What do tanks mean? War. So they're predicting more war. And as you can see, rockets. You can see rockets, and you can even see rockets symbolizing as ammunition. You can see AI all over that as well. You can also see what did they say that they were going to do to all of us? They were going to keep us entertained. They were going to mess up our brains. And as you see that
There's a
game controller, yeah,
Mhm.
that game controller, and it's wired to the brain.
Mhm.
And you see as it's wired to the brain, and as you see it goes like this, like a noose that's going around it, a circle, and then a sword that goes right in between it. That's intentional. We have to pay attention to all that. So what are they going to do with everyone with entertainment? Messing up people's brains. As you see all the needles as well. Do you see all the needles? Why more needles? What are they thinking that they're going to bring? That they have to bring more needles or tell people to take more stuff.
Mhm.
You see the dollar sign there as well, which symbolizes a collapse. Symbolizes that there's going to be a lot of things going on with the dollar, which we already see. Are you seeing other countries getting rid of the dollar?
Mhm.
Just go back and think of what a dollar bill purchased back in 1930 compared to what you can purchase with a dollar today.
Mhm.
You can't even get a candy bar with a dollar. So we know since they made the dollar, when we had gold and we had silver. Whenever we went to the paper money, it has it has been crashing since then. It has been dwindling. It's not any good. There's no power in that dollar bill anymore. So of course you see that dog right there is a machine as well. You see two of them. You also see that fist with a handcuff, with a fist symbolizing as protesting. I want you to pay attention to that fist and that handcuff. What is it covering? It's covering the American flag. That's intentional.
Mhm.
It's covering the American flag intentionally with a fist and a handcuff. If you look closely, you can see all the satellites all the way around. What does that mean? Surveillance.
Mhm.
Surveillance. If you pay attention, there's also pills all the way around.
Yes, a little, just all over
The
all
capsules?
over the capsules, the pills. They're just scattered, all over the area there.
Do you see the drones? There's a drone right there by the tank, or the small tank right underneath what looks like to be Trump. So then, when I was discussing that dollar sign, what do you think all those little blue, looks like paper, all the way around, just pretty much everywhere? Dollar collapsing. The dollar collapsing. But again, if you go back to all the pills, and they're all around, including inside that globe, all the way around. You just see them everywhere. What does that mean? Just think about it. How much prescription drugs that they are pushing on people? It's. I just heard a person talk about that they can't sleep. So I mentioned, okay, have you thought about taking some melatonin? Melatonin is basically it's natural, that is built in us for us to sleep. So if you don't have enough melatonin and you can't sleep, then what you do is you go buy some natural melatonin, and you can start at 3, 5. I think they might have a max of 10. I'm not sure. I think I took a 5, right?
Yeah. Ray's not a doctor, so just to let y'all know.
Yeah.
He's not a doctor.
I'm not telling you to go take it.
No.
So I was
It's
telling this
just-
person, I was just telling this person that
Mhm.
I used to take melatonin whenever I was working night shift. And I said, why don't you just take the melatonin? And, well, I've tried it. Okay. Why don't you increase it a little bit? Oh, I've tried the max. Maybe there's something else that's keeping you awake besides what you're thinking. No. You know what this person do? Go to the doctor. What does the doctor do? Prescribe more medication.
Mhm.
Just look at this. You see all those capsules, all those pills everywhere.
Yes.
I want you to see at the very top, to the right, right above the boat, that ship. There's right underneath the satellite. I don't remember what you call it, but it's one of those scopes that you take out of underneath the sea, and you look around to see. What do you think that is telling people? Yeah, surveillance. We're also watching you through that. We're watching you everywhere. All the satellites, everything. We are watching the people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can go on and on and look at everything that is on here. And you see the boxers on the bottom. Just think about those 2 boxers on the bottom. They have one that's red and one that's blue. That means as long as they can keep us fighting each other,
Mm-hmm.
we won't band together and see what is happening. See, this is the sad part about all this. We can warn people, we can tell people, listen up. 2026 is going to be a different type of year.
Mm-hmm.
The way they're designing things, the way it's intentional planning, intentional destruction.
Mm-hmm.
And you try to warn people, especially religious people, and they will immediately say, nope, I'm not going to speak that because then it's going to come true. Well, I'm telling you what, it's coming to pass no matter what, because Scripture said it's going to come to pass.
Yes.
The Bible clearly says that it's going to get worse and worse and worse. It doesn't say every year will get better and better and better. No, the Bible has to be fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it possible that God Almighty is allowing these people to continue their plan so the Bible can be fulfilled? And then here we are standing back and saying, nope, nope, I'm not going to agree with it. I'm not going to agree with it. Well, whether you agree with it or not, it's still going to happen.
Right.
The Bible clearly says in Proverbs that a prudent person foresees what's happening, sees what's going on, and they prepare, they get ready. They do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible also says in Ezekiel that the watchman is in charge of warning the people. And if we don't warn the people, their blood is on our hands.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you see the writing on the wall, if you see what is going on, if you see what the plan is, my question would be, what are you doing about it? Our first thing is not to get fearful. Our first thing is not to get in the closet and huddle and hide and
Yeah, hide away.
curl up. Our first thing is to get in prayer. That should be number one. I guarantee you, if you get in prayer, God will show you and tell you, yeah, my word is getting fulfilled.
Mhm.
I've been warning you. I've been telling you it's going to get worse. But then you hear these false teachings and telling you, oh no, you're about to get rich. Oh, there's more blessings coming your way. You know what? I wasn't going to say this, but if you go back and you look at Kenneth Copeland and Gloria Copeland, and it's sad to see what is happening in their life. It's sad to see that Gloria doesn't even know what she's doing, where she's at, but yet they're telling people all they have to do is speak things into existence. Well, it's not working for them.
That's right.
Kenneth Copeland says, I just speak things into existence. What his heart was going bad, so what did he have to do? He got a pacemaker, right? So he put a pacemaker in. Now he's going to speak to the pacemaker to work as it's supposed to work. No. I mean, just think about it. You got Bill Johnson says to speak things into existence, but yeah, he wears glasses. Why would you believe a what you call healer that wears glasses?
Mhm.
Sad part, his wife died as well. Did they not speak and have faith for that?
Mhm.
See, people, we have to look at that and see, okay, wait a minute. You're saying that this is for you to speak it to be healed, but yet you're not healed yourself. No, it's up to God to do that,
Mhm.
not us. Now we're putting all the faith in us and
Right.
man to do it.
And yet, there's people still, worshiping these men, as in, giving money to them every time that they ask for it. And yet they're not seeing that, this isn't working. What they're preaching to you, for the one who's sitting there, what they're preaching to you, they're not even doing it. It's not even working for them. And they cannot see that.
Mm-hmm.
Or they choose not to see it.
Yeah. I mean, look at Jerry Savelle. He was preaching to speak things into existence, and he died.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think he died in his sleep, right?
I'm not
Just think
sure.
about that.
Yeah.
You got Jonathan Shuttlesworth talking about speaking things into existence, but he's got a back problem.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we really have to pay attention to what Scripture says. We need to look at this right here. Now, we don't walk in fear by looking at this and say, oh my gosh, there's nothing I can do. No, there is. There absolutely is. Are you going to start preparing, or are you going to start getting ready? Right now, it's Christmas, or it's about to be Christmas. In fact, my daughter said, you know how many days there is for Christmas?
She goes, 15 days. I said, actually, it's 16. But yeah, you're pretty close.
I really didn't even pay attention. It was that close.
Mhm.
It came really fast. We've been so busy. We should enjoy getting together with family.
Mhm.
At the same time, we should not get distracted in getting prepared and getting ready. See, I'm getting prepared and I'm getting ready. Am I going to be ready for everything? No, absolutely not. But we're going to be ready to help people that are in those false teachings to come and ask for help, because they're believing in that false teaching, that they believe that those men at the top of the Ponzi scheme, multimillionaires, billionaires, are going to help them and give them money. They're not. but we'll be ready and we'll receive those people in a loving manner and tell them, okay, well, I mean, I'm glad. I hope you woke up already. I hope you understand that that's a false teaching, and we will help you with food and whatever we can help you with. Um, but as you see, I just want you to look in here, and as you see two swords as well. Do you see that? I forgot what you call it, but it's right behind the swords. They also they use that for,
The heartbeat.
yeah, they use that like for heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
They also use that for the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
They use that for earthquakes. And I believe you see those two coins there as well.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the penny?
Oh, yeah.
They got rid of the penny, right? They're no longer doing a penny. Have you gone to a store and the store has asked you, do you want your change back?
That's happened to us twice now, right?
Happened to Dora and it happened to me. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I want my pennies.
Duh. Yes.
They're worth more now because there's no more pennies.
And that's just, I mean, when that was asked to me, I was like, yes. I was like, yes, I do want my change back. And if you pay attention when you go shopping and you're out shopping, there's a lot of stores now that are rounding everything off now. So I see it in our cleaners when I go get Ray's clothes to get pressed and stuff. Yes, I do not iron. So yes, he does get his clothes pressed. They round everything off. So now it's like $22 or $32 or there's no cents no more at that store. So pay attention, when you're out doing your daily stuff and see what stores are already rounding off.
That happened to me. I was wondering why that happened. I didn't even really pay attention. She just gave me back dollars instead of change. I'll take the extra money. That's fine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you're starting to hear that, where everything's being rounded off and you're being asked if you want your change back. Mm-hmm.
So people looking at this, don't get distracted.
That's right.
Don't get so focused on certain things because there's a lot of podcasters and so on out there that are just veering people off. Don't get so focused on a certain thing. Focus on what you can control, not what you can't control.
Yes.
What you can control is how you stock up on food, how you grow your own food, how you get out of debt as much as possible, how you save up, if you can save up on getting physically fit. I'm telling you, that's going to be one of the number one things that's going to help you. The most important is getting right with the Lord, reading your Bibles, and not getting into any false teachings or false doctrines. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a lot more deception out there. In fact, you see it all over. There's a lot of deception. In fact, let me share one more thing with you. I wasn't going to, but because we shared that video on our Facebook. But if you can give me that video up, I wasn't going to share this with you, but I do need to share it so you can see this. Evil is not hiding anymore. Mm-hmm. In fact, it's that concert one. And in fact, it's being promoted and it's being entertained. People are going to these concerts. They're thinking it's okay to be in these concerts. And once you see this, if you can't see how upfront it is and how it's being promoted, trying to normalize it,
there really does seem to be a biblical type of war going on in this world of ours. In all the years I have researched, all the questions, all the rabbit holes, they all seem to lead back to one thing: God. And it really does seem like there's a war for our souls happening all around us. Most of us too oblivious to notice, thinking it's nothing but art. But why does all of Hollywood, all of the music industry, suddenly seem so obsessed with this demonic display. Zac Brown, this does not match his music style at all.
You can just see that. And them showing portals. And showing red doors, of course. The demonic. And this is a huge concert, and yet are people hypnotized to this? I mean, that's what I'm wondering, because you're there. Or are they oblivious of, clueless? I mean, just not understanding. You see the cross right there on that door, and then it's on fire. And of course, that's all intentional. Look at that. Putting a crown. And then, of course, you got Kirk Cameron say that there's no hell. You just destroyed it, which is a downright lie, because the Bible clearly says that there is torment and people are alive and awake and conscious in hell.
Mm-hmm.
And look at him with the crown now. See, they're promoting that hell will be a party place, and it's not so. That last singer that died, I keep forgetting his name. Yes, Ozzy Osbourne. That he had mentioned, either told someone or someone told him to save him a spot in hell. That they'll party when they get together. It's not so.
No.
It's not so.
No.
See, that's the most important thing each and every one of us can do. And that is turn to the Lord, believe in Him, and follow Him.
Yes.
So we just want to bring this to you, because this is our plan. 2026. It's going to be one of those things. Oh, you can look up December 19. Look up December 19 and you'll find out what I'm talking about. December 19, 2025. What is going to happen on December 19, 2025? Look that up and you'll get the details on that. But
Yeah.
guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. Again,
Yes.
share videos, subscribe, follow us.
Yes, and yeah, you did say Merry Christmas.
Yes, I
right?
did say Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Yep.
in case they didn't hear us. Thank you again for watching, and have a great rest of your day, and we will see you on the next video.